County several years ago. The first trail town was initiated in Wampum, and in Darlington we have now initiated our second trail town in Pennsylvania. I think there's a third on the way. We've invited Bruce Matthews, who's the executive director of the North Country Trail Association, which is located in Lowell, Michigan, here today to give you an overview of the North Country Trail and the significance of a trail town. I've lost Bruce, he's here somewhere. Right here. All yours.
I have that effect on people. Well, thank you, Dennis. Boy, it's great. What a beautiful day. You know, what a great day to gather. I was driving over from Michigan this morning and coming over Flat, Ohio. And I came across the border and the hills and the greener, and I said, oh, thank you, Lord, for Pennsylvania. It was just beautiful. So again, thank you for inviting me to be here. It's such a privilege to have the kind of job that I do, and people think that I spend all my time out working on the trail or hiking on the trail, and I don't. You know, I wish I did. It would be even better job then. But I do get to go around. I do get to participate and see the different projects and activities that are going on all along the trail on the part of our chapter members, like the Wampum chapter, and it's just a great privilege. The North Country Trail is one of 11 National Scenic Trails. How many can name any other National Scenic Trail? There's one more in Pennsylvania, Appalachian, yeah. Pennsylvania's blessed. You have 2 National Scenic Trails. There's only one state that doesn't have any National Scenic Trail. Does anybody know what that one is? I'm sorry, National Scenic or Historic Trail. That will be the state of Indiana. You're going to get a quiz, all right? So you better start it. There are 11 National Scenic Trails. The Pacific Crest and the Appalachian Trail were the first ones that were formed in 1968 with the National Trails Act. In 1980, the North Country National Scenic Trail came into being, and we are the longest National Scenic Trail in the system. We're twice as long as the Appalachian Trail, our sister trail, over to the east. We go from the middle of North Dakota, 4,600 miles through 7 states over to the Vermont border of New York. It's quite a hefty trail. People don't through hike the North Country Trail like they do the Appalachian Trail because you can't do it without hitting winter. It is called the North Country National Scenic Trail. So it's a great privilege to have it passing through Western Pennsylvania and through Darlington, and to be here today to celebrate it. You know, we're just about a block away from the North Country National Scenic Trail. There's another kiosk on what's the road? 168. On 168, just down on 168 where the trail actually goes, and this kiosk here as well, placed here by our North Country Trail Association Wampum chapter members. And when you set foot on that trail, you're connected to what we call the Red Plaid Nation, the people who live in the North Country, who persevere in the North Country in sometimes hostile climatic environments, who recreate in the great North Woods of America's North Country. We've got a banner, the Red Plaid banner, that unites us. And again, when you set foot on that trail, you're connected to the birthplace of the United States Navy. Most of you think, well, the United States Navy has to be saltwater. And well, no, it was on Lake Champlain in 1777 when a guy who at that time was a good guy, known as Benedict Arnold, built a navy to help defend the British that were coming down from Lake Champlain trying to invade New York City through that northern corridor. Birthplace of the United States Navy on the North Country Trail. The Finger Lakes region, you know, with all that beautiful, if you've ever hiked in the Finger Lakes region during the wine harvest and smelled that smell, is actually, you walk through vineyards in a couple of places, it's a pretty heady experience. Coming down through oil country, where oil was discovered just north of here. Working our way down through into the canal country in Ohio, and walking along some of the towpaths that connect. History just abounds, and you're just connected with it. It surrounds you. You're immersed in it as you're hiking along. Getting up into the sand country of Michigan, talking about the sea captains and the lumbermen that built the North Country up there, and then into the UP, as we call it up there, and with all the mines and the Finnish miners and moving into the mining ranges over into Minnesota, finally out into the Great Plains and the big sky country out there. The trail unites us all. We are all part of America's northern heartlands, and it's just really an exciting thing to be part of the project that unites us. You set foot on that trail, you're connected. it's also economically advantageous. It's a driver. It brings tourism in. People come to the hike on the North Country Trail. We call it Your Adventure Right Nearby. That's sort of our tagline. And your adventure starts right here in Darlington. And it's an opportunity for the local community, the business community, to unite with the Wampum chapter, to unite with the tourism folks, and to identify ways, how can we attract more people to come here and participate on hiking on the North Country Trail and buying your lunch here, outfitting your supplies here, spending the night here, whatever it might be, to be an economic driver. And more and more, the communities along the trail, all trails, not just North Country, are recognizing what an important economic driver this can be. So you guys are out front here in Darlington, in the borough of Darlington. It's great to be part of this experience. And I can't stop talking until, and I will stop talking, I promise. I can't stop talking until I recognize the unsung heroes of the entire North Country Trail. They are our chapter, the Wampum chapter folks. Most of you are wearing shirts and stuff. Just raise your hands. You know, you guys, Larry, you talked about heroes. You guys are my heroes. I mean, this is the heartbeat of the North Country National Scenic Trail. The folks that labor weekend, weekday, to clear the trail, to build the trail, to promote the trail, to invite and engage people, to help people who are through hiking the trail get from one place to another. You guys are the heartbeat of the North Country National Scenic Trail. And it's such a privilege to serve you and to work for you and to help work together in giving America, you know, this national treasure called the North Country National Scenic Trail. So thank you, Wampum chapter. You guys deserve the applause.